I want us to get done tonight, and I'm hoping that we can finish. We can finish the entire price action tonight, if it's possible. Otherwise, we will have to do it again. I mean, continue this session again. Please give me thumbs up if you can, and give me thumbs up. Is it changing at your end?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Christoph, just I need to reconnect back to technology is so powerful. Device I'm using is switching between the laptop and the they're fighting for who is going to use it. They are fighting for who is going to use the back to the original owner. So hopefully I can get it back. Okay. All right, guys, please let me switch off your phone. Just switch off your video. It will really help us. Just switch off your video. It will really help us. For as many that their videos are on, please just turn off your video. I'm trying to look for this person. Who is this person? Mm, just a moment, please. Just a moment, please. I'm trying to find this person. Mm, mm, Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Okay, so I needed to log out again. If you can get my audio loud and clear, out and log in here. I also wanted to be sure that um, we are already recording. So, is it showing? Is the slide still showing? Okay, okay. Just a moment. Okay. Just a moment. I think I need to device. Uh, I want to place them on the same network and then rejoin. Okay, okay. So I've rejoined with the second. I've rejoined with the second device. Been it's been a big challenge for it's it's been a big challenge. I foresee something like this happen, in the course of the day, but there was no way to ratify it. I think could just a moment. I want to make the second device called co-host, so you can have gift like this, and this really that will receive understanding, great understanding of Jesus, is to become a master in the name of Jesus, and how to apply it correctly. In Jesus' mighty name, we are afraid. Amen. Amen and amen. All right. So I'm sure we started with the market psychology, how to prepare yourself for the forex market, and then we move further when my coach introduced us to very key foundations of forex and looking at the market structure. We did that in the second and the third session, and today we are getting into the strategy. There are three parts of action: SMC, and SMC basically is smart money concept. That's MC, smart money concept, where I talked about the big guys in the market, and we are looking for their footprint, and we follow them in whatever they do. That's the concept of SMC. And then the last one is the ICT, which is a bit more advanced. However, all of this we put together to become disciplined trader that looks out for higher probability trade. Someone sent a message to me on our educational group, the premium educational group, and said, "Oh, you posted up a BTC and you are so confident about this trade. How do you ensure you hold that trade even when market is coming back? After it has gone down, it's coming back." And I said to him, if I was 100% sure about the trade, then I should be the richest person in the world, because in market there is nothing like confidence or 100% in the market. There's nothing like 100%. Market is about probability. What gives us confidence in the market is when we see our setup, and these are the things I'm about to show you. When you see this thing, when you see this pattern, when you see the direction, when you see the candles you'll be looking for, I found them, and you can put what we call confluences. I'm going to tell you about that. When you see those, it's like you need like 2, 3, 4, 5 things for you to enter into a trade of those things. Then you have confidence in the trade, and then the rest to your decision making. You are not just here randomly and just trying to take a trade. And when you see that over time, when you begin to play, I don't leave a trade until the next day. It doesn't matter the situation. If the trade reverses back to my entry, I'd rather close it out than sleeping and thinking, is the trade going on or not? Oh, am I winning or losing? It can be on a trade for a week in my, like Coach Kenneth trade. He can even decide to take just 2 trades in the entire week, and he's confident. He will put it there, say, hey guys, I'm getting into this trade, and then he will go away. And then 1 week later, he will come back. I take my money off on the table. I don't leave anything on the table. I ensure that when I get into a trade, I have a target. The moment I'm meeting that target, I'm setting a break-even point. When I say break-even point, it means that you are buying something. The midpoint, you lock it. I lock my own profit. In fact, if I'm trading gold and I'm in profit of 2 people, in fact, I've advanced in my way of trading such that instead of me, if I want to take a gold trade of 1 lot size, I would size, meaning is 0.10. Remember the micro lot I showed you, and then I will take it in 10 places. 0. Remember the micro lot I showed you, and then I will take it in 10 places. When I'm entering into the trade, I can take 5 positions at the entry point. If the market is going towards my stop loss, I will have now. When the trade start going my way, what I'm going to do is, once I hit the 20 pips, I close the first 5 that I entered into. I'll close it and then put stop loss on the remaining 5 which are above, and then allow it to run, and I'll begin to monitor it. I don't set buy. I don't set buy. I do other things. When I am available, I'll come and take the trade. Market is always there. Market will never go anywhere. It's trader that run back to it. All that we are doing is to give you this heads up. I would have become millionaire in USD if I knew some of this knowledge I'm sharing with you now. And I hope that you are going to take it, because sometimes people say that your personal experience is the biggest experience, but in Forex, you will lose money. Rather, learn from those. Rather, learn from those who are there and understand the market. What my coach gave me was about 7 years of his experience in the market that gave me self. Wondering, now I'm making money myself, I'm trading myself. Why are you still with him? Hey, I laugh. Yeah, you need a community. You need to even know how well others are doing. There are sometimes that all your strategy that you have put into the market is not even working. Maybe one thing you are doing wrong. Maybe it's stop loss, maybe the challenge. But by the time you're having conversation, setting through time, by the time you're checking with them, oh, what is going on? Say, this is, I think you are, what is going on with them? There are a lot of fundamentals, news here and there that are happening in the course of your trading activity. Coach Kenneth doesn't trade. Some of them will let you know, if you look at the market, he will be waiting for a setup to happen on Tuesday. I was having a conversation with one of my friends. I met him in church on Sunday, and I said, what's up with you? I've not heard from you. And he has not taken the trade. What a level of discipline. You've not traded this year. It's international traders that doesn't trade throughout January. They don't take a trade throughout January of every year. They will allow the market to settle a month candle, the first month candle. When they see the first month candle, then they begin. Yeah, market will always be there. Your ability to understand price action I'm about to expose you to, the analysis for the will definitely change your life. So let's get into it. What is price action strategy? What is of everything you need to know in Forex? If you get the price action right, every other to use the price action in consideration of whatever they want to concept, we still have to do. I said price action can be described as a philosophy of how traders. Price action is the philosophy of how traders and to spot high probability setup. That's just it. You know that people get into market because they have made up their mind that they are buying from the Jeffrey Benson. He talks about price that you're looking for, he calls it psychological levels. So for example, if you are trading GBP USD, anytime you get to a round figure, let's say market is at 150, you call those prices psychological levels, so that anytime prices get to that point, a lot of people want to take a decision. Either they are buying or they are selling. So if he's doing his analysis and his price, he will go in as part of his confluence that is considering for that particular trade. That may not be the only reason why he's selling or buying at that time, but because he now has something he call a psychological price. When you want to throw a die, you want to pick 1 or 6 because their special number on the dice. 1 looks big, 6 looks like a big number. So that if I want to select number, I may want to concentrate on selecting on 6 and 1. And then before you know it, by the time 6 or 1, people have different reasons for doing what. But what we are saying here is that technical analysis and all the strategy that people have, their ability to put them together to take a high probability trade is what we call price action, because it's people's decisions that move the price. I hope you understand that price will not move if there is no buyer or seller. In fact, as you are buying, somebody must be selling. If that doesn't happen, there will not be any movement in the market. And I mentioned to you in the first class that there is a trend in the market, 3 trends. Either we are going down, or we are going up, or we are static. And that position of we run away. We don't take a trade. Anytime we see consolidation, we don't take a trade. We walk away from it. For example, today we started in the premium group to take our first trade this morning, and I'm really glad. To someone who made $17, to someone who made 20 screenshots, people dollars are already making money. And then those of the people that are missing out in the trade were waiting for us to send additional trades. And I was waiting for New York session. I forgot was actually on holiday. And when I checked the news, I realized that today is presidency day and the banks are not open and all of that. I will never force a trade, because after we left the market was just consolidating. Walk away. Before, when I didn't have this knowledge, many years, the market obviously will trap you. Years ago, I will still want to go and take trade. And then in the first singular trade that we traded together, as they are making $20 and $15, I made $661 on that same. So we can be in the same trade and that put enough capital, because that capital did somebody continue that going to be getting because of your leverage. Some people are already saying that I'm charging $250,000, $250 for them to sign up. I didn't have to collect this money from them. Is your money. I don't even know when you are going to withdraw your money or deposit your money. It's none of my business. The money, I just want to show results, because I know that if you have a good capital, you have an opportunity to also make more money in the market. So your ability to be able to do that. Someone said that my sound is distorted. Just need one person to your mute and let me know, is my sound distorted? Please, can you? All right. All right. Thank you. Whoever is having that challenge, please log out and log in back on the call. It will really help you. So we are moving further. I just did an introduction of price action. Let's go into it. So from my end, it has in the change already. When we talk about price action, we are talking about support, resistance zone. I'm going to show you, don't worry. What is the trend bias? What are the trend channels? What are the candlestick patterns that you coach Kenneth? What are the nickname or his organizational name is called top down? It will take us from the month to the week to the 4 hours to the 1 hour to the 30 minutes, and then we use the 5 minutes and the 15 minutes to enter into a trade. It's called top down analysis. It's the one that named it that way. One of the strategies we share is multi-tab, is that I go to the daily. I want to know what is happening on the daily. Are we selling or are we buying in the daily? I go back to the 4 hours. Is the 4 hours selling or buying? I go into the 1 hour. Daily is selling, the 4 hours is selling, the 1 hour is selling, the 30 minutes is selling. I don't care what 15 minutes and 5 minutes is doing. Even if they are buying currently, at the end of the day, they will be moment back and retest, because the entire market is selling and you want to buy. Remember what I mentioned, back and retest, because the entire market is selling and you want to buy. Remember what I mentioned to you, that your money in this market is insignificant. To you, that your money in this market is insignificant. Your $1 million does not count in this market, because you are trading $7.5 trillion. Your 1 million cannot move. Your 1 million cannot move the market. Now imagine $50 is irrelevant in the market. And of course, risk management is very key. I always talk about risk management. So let's get to it. What are confluences? I said confluence is the combination of multi strategies and ideas. The combination of multi strategies and ideas into one complete strategy. And I'm going to explain that to you. There are things you look out for. In fact, I want to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I see the candle going this way, I see that the time frame is supporting this. I begin to count those things I want to see. You see, those things I'm counting is what is called confluence. And to gain minimum of 4 confluences. Sometimes I want to see 5 confluences. Oh, I want to see 3 confluences for me to take a higher probability trade. Now, let me let you know this. The more confluences you see, the higher the probability of you winning that trade. Let me say that again. The more confluences you see, and you call it so you can exchange confluences for confirmation. The more confluences you see and confirmations you see, the higher the probability of you winning that trade. So what we do is that we focus more on finding the confirmation and confluences in the market, and then we go ahead to enter into the trade. Let's look at some of the common trading slangs that is very important to you, and this is talking to even the people that know nothing about trading. When we say long, we are saying buy. When we say short, we are saying sell. When we say bulls, we are saying buyers. When we say bears, we are saying sellers. You can see the red. The red is the bear, while the one with the on is the bull. So when you say there is bull people in the market is bullish. What you are saying is that the market is buying. And when we say the market is bearish, what we are saying is that market is selling. Then we have something we call risk and reward ratio. When you are getting into a trade, for example, you say, I want to risk $50 on this trade, and I want a ratio 1:3. What I'm saying is that I'm risking $50 for a possible $150. Now, let me also put this there. It's not the case that every trade you enter, you must get ratio 1:2 or ratio 1:3. In fact, there are some trade that you just do ratio 1:1, because you may get into that trade and the trade is going your way, and you're only risking, for example, 20 pips or 30 pips, and you want to catch 50 pips, and the market get to 30 pips. It is wise that you take a partial profit and set your break-even point. What do I mean by taking partial profit? Let's say you enter a trade with a lot size of 0.10. The market, your MT5 allows you to go there. And then who is this person asking me what is pips? Go and watch the first video. If you are not disciplined to watch those things and you want me to start talking about that in this class, then I don't understand why you are here. So go ahead and go and watch it. The videos are there. So you need to put in some effort. You've got to do that. So I'm saying that if you want to take a partial profit, the MT5 will allow you to go and edit that 0.10 that you have. Remember, that 0.10, 0.10 can be broken down even to 10 places. That is, if you divide 10 by 0.10, we give you 0.01. If you multiply 0.01 times 10, it will give you back that 0.10. So while you're on the trade, and I say take partial profit, you can say you want to take 50% of your position that you're currently in. All you need to do is to divide 0.10 by 2. That will give you 0.05. So you go there, and as you want to close the trade, you will edit. Remember, I said to you, you have to look at multi time frames from the daily to the understand first. What is a buying candle and what is a selling candle? Let's understand that very quickly. I said bullish candlesticks, you always see them in green. Now, don't get me wrong. You are allowed to change the color of your candle. If you have been playing with your, what do you call it, with your MT5 or your trading view, you realize that you can change this color to anything. This green, you can turn it to black. Some people, some traders, part of their psychology, they don't want to see anything red, because when you are losing on a trade, the color of your money will be red. And some people don't like to see the red. However, That spread is the commission for the broker. The broker must take his money. Whether you win a trade or you lose a trade, they are already making money. The moment you enter the trade, they first take their money and wish you all the best. So that spread will make you get into loss first before you get into profit. So let's, for the purpose of this lesson, let's stay with the green. They call it a shadow price. It's not the real price. It's not the real what. But people, based off of the higher demand of it, people shoot that price up. I know what economics says. When there is higher demand, the price will be very expensive. And when there is low demand of it, the price will drop. And the lower part is called the lower shadow. All these candles shows below are bearish candle that has different meanings. All of these candle. And let me walk you through them very quickly. I have a place where I want to show you what each of these candle mean and why is it very important. Let's take a look at it. Let's start with the bull, the buying. Anytime you see a candle like this on the chart without wick, what it means is that there are strong buyers in the market. They are not ready to play. The moment they get in, they have huge amount of money. It shows a big strength that a lot of people are buying. So when you see a lot of this, or you see a selling candle, one small selling candle, and you see a big green like this, what it means is that the buyers have taken over from the sellers, and you must watch it. The next one that is closer to it is what we call, some people also call this hammer, both on the selling and the buying candle. But what this really represents is part of the confluences we look at for. When you see a market that is selling down, remember that before this candle can return here, it means that he bought all the way back. What you are seeing here is a sign of rejection. Some people call it rejection candle. It's showing you that price was going all the way down, but some people came to this low part, this weak part, and introduced each money to push it all the way back up. And when you see this going back up, it means that there is now presence of buyer in this market. The next one is a normal candle, the one I showed you the last time. This is a sample of it, where you have wick on top and then wick below, and you have the body. This is a normal candle. The next one is what we call indecision candle. This one, neither the candle is ready, the buyers are winning or the sellers are winning. You cannot tell here. And some people call it neutral candle. Here, when you see this candle on the chart, for example, market may have been buying. The moment you see this type of candle, this neutral, what is selling you is that there is now slow down of buyers in that market. What it means is that the people who have been buying are now exiting their position. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. This candle is one of the important candles we look out for. You see, this Doji one, this one that pushes back, this one that pushes back, this one that pushes back, and this neutral one, they send a lot of message. And the last one, I'll come and talk to you about the last one. They are the three most important that I look out for. The first one, obviously, is telling me that yes, buyers are here. Second one is telling me they are now introduction of these guys in here. This particular one I'm showing you, neutral. If you can't see the presentation, don't worry, you watch the video, you will see it. You see this one that is neutral, is telling me buyers are getting out. So if I'm buying and the market is not yet at my take profit position, and I begin to see this, I begin to set break even. and even take some profit off, because what is going to happen is the next one, and we call it candle, a rejection candle. Here the market has gone all the way. From here market kept buying all the way up, and the price is here, and immediately the sellers are taking over and they pressure the buyers out. Gradually they are sending buyers out of the market. And when you see this happen, if you want to sell and you see this type of candle, you are already getting a confluence, because it's telling you now that you are getting ready to sell. It doesn't mean you are selling immediately, but you are now getting ready, because sellers are now coming into the market. And then you look at other things. Please mute your mic. Somebody's mic is up. Please mute your mic. So it means that new sellers are coming into the market, and you must watch it if you are still buying. Let's flip it to the other side. Very simple. The first candle here for the sellers is showing you there is a lot of sellers here. You should not be looking for buy. If you have a buy zone and you see this, you should relax and see. It may be this one that will pressure this price to your buy position. However, if in your buy position candles are still printing like this inside your buy position, oga, don't take that buy here too, because what is going on is that there is heavy pressures of sellers, and more than out of 10 times 9 times that zone will fail for you to buy. So when you see things like this printing like this, imagine that something like this is being printed on 15 minutes or 30 minutes. It must be news. If it's not news, then your analysis of buying in that position is wrong. Just stay away and allow the market to do whatever they want to do. It's showing you strong sellers are in. And then the next one, can you see that this next one is looking like the green one, like similar? It's looking the same. Why? Sellers are here. When you see this red one, it's telling you that yes, we are now in for it. When you see it, you will now see that yes, we are really in for it. We are really in for the sell. And then the next one is the normal candle. And then when you begin to see this one, wick up, wick down, small body. Some people will say small body, big engine. In Forex, that beer, there's nothing like small body, big engine. When you see something like this, when you are selling, it's telling you, Baba, run for your life. Sellers are taking profit, they are leaving. Can you see the secret in Forex now? Because the candle speaks, they speak volume. They will be warning you. Hey, I don't care. The candle may have been selling for, if you see this on 4 hours, what is telling you that in the last 4 hours, this market is not taking the decision. He's tired of buying. He's tired of selling. The buyers are pushing it, the sellers are pushing it, the buyers are pushing it, the sellers are pushing it. You now string the body to the middle. The next candle that is coming, he tell you, if you are a seller, run away and leave it for the buyers to take it over. Remember, your money is not so much. So then the last one, when you are selling and you see this candle, you sell that, you remember that price has gotten to this low point and you are winning and you are on that sell, and immediately price reverses all the way up like this. What is telling you is that buyers are now here. They are ready to take over the market. What are you supposed to do? Start looking for a possible exit out of that trade. And sometimes this may be introduced just like a fake out. Maybe market wants to retest your zone. When you master this, you will understand how to deal with it. Let's go to the next one. I love this. It's called the engulfing candles. Engulfing candles. Let's start with the bullish part. The bullish part is saying that when you notice a full candle like this, an engulfing candle like this, that is introduced when a selling candle is so small beside it. A engulfing candle is a candle that covers the previous candle, body and the wick. Both the body and the wick covers everything out. It's called an engulfing candle. So, for example, you have a cell, maybe it's just half of this candle, and then market printed this. So that you just see market just begin to buy all the way up. What it's telling you now is that buyers are here now. Same story. You have a small green candle that's been buying. Let's say the candle is here. It's been buying all the way up, and this just came and wash off all the those buy candles and cover the entire candle. Is called an engulfing candle, either in bearish market or in the bull market. Somebody's mic is up. Please mute your mic, please. I don't want to leave the slide page. I don't know whose mic is up. Please mute your mic. If you just joined and you have not muted your mic, please mute your mic. Someone should please help me check for that person's name and type it out. I don't want to leave this page because my network is not so strong. Please tell the person to mute. Oluwatosin Adara, please mute your mic. Thank you. So let me show you on the read chart now. A typical engulfing candle on the chart. Look at this. This is 4 hours time frame. You will see it on your what do you call it? On your trading view. You will even see it on your MT5. And then take a look at this. Look at where I'm hovering my mouse. Look at this market here. The market was selling this black one, this small black one, and then immediately market started buying all the way up. What it's saying is that there is now introduction of buyers in this market. When you see a sign like this, you need to assess your sentiment, your bias. Most especially if the bias of the market is actually a buying market, and market is currently selling on a lower time frame, and you see the sell going and all that, to the point where you are going to enter for a buy. One of the conferences we look for is that we want to see an engulfing buy. We want to see the rebuyer step in first. Remember, Forex is about instruction. It's about following who sabi road. You want to allow them first. Get into it. Can you see? Immediately got into it. They went all the way up. For some people, they say, I missed out of this trade and all of that. It may be preparing you for an opportunity. Let me show you something. Today is not the day we are going to go into that strategy. But see, when market went all the way up, market came back and retested it from the same point where it started from. It came back to retest it. You see this retest that happened here? This one that I'm showing you is our entry pattern. Remember this candle that I show you? The one that has a wick. What this is saying, when it started selling,
We can't hear you, sir.
it's telling me you can hear me. Confirm to me you can hear me.
We can hear you now, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So from here, I'm struggling with the network. Don't worry. Thank God it's re-recorded. Remember that from this point, from this very point where the engulfing candle happened, there was no way to enter the trade because I didn't know the next candle will be printed. It will show me. But this is the first confluence that shows me that this market is ready to buy. However, I want a retest. Remember my first class, I told you, no retest, no trade. If peradventure some people enter into this trade, imagine that they enter into this trade halfway because they see that, oh, that candle is an engulfing candle. When they enter into it, see, market went all the way up. It will come back and take them out. It came back and take them out. You see, this one is one of the confirmation. When I enter the trade from here on the retest, see how the market move all the way up. Market never returned back here and went all the way up. Yes, it may be slow. Can you see? It even got here, introduce another engulfing candle. Can you see? and went all the way up. And then here, you see, market was consolidating here. This is where he said, we don't want to be part of it. You see this straight line that you are seeing? This is about 3 days. This 3 days activity going on here. Remember, it's 4 hours. So each candle is 4. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Multiply 4 by 16. You know how many days is that? If you have 24 hours in a day, how many days is that? Type it. Let me see. I want to know if you are following me. 16 times 4. How many days is that? Can anyone hear me? 3 days. 64. Yes, divide 64 by 24. That's 3 days. About 2 days. About 2 days. No, it's more than 2 days. It's about 3 days. Thereabout. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. I just want to know if you are following me. Awesome. Awesome. Now, imagine that you are in the trade for 2 or 3 days. You cannot catch 30 pips or 40 pips because market is consolidating. Because anything that you are doing here, you're only wasting your time. But imagine when this happens and market move, this is what we call uptrend. He introduces it. Can you see all the way? I move all the way. Now, if you look at this chart, how did this bearish started? This is what the market did first. It gave them a sign. This candle that was printed, market reverses almost half of it. Because you're on the 4 hours time frame, you may not see what I'm talking about. By the time you go to a lower time frame, 1 hour 30 minutes, you would have seen that this particular candle with this other one that I printed, bam, whoever bought at this point and went all the way up, by the time the market reverses, would have taken all that they printed, all the money they make, it will come and take all of them out. These candles that you are seeing without wick is what we call engulfing candle. Can you see? The black one in our case should be the red, but on this particular chart, this person has changed the green to blue and the red to black. So don't get confused. See this blue as a green candle because this person's read chart now, he has changed it to blue, and then the red has changed it to black. I told you, you can change it to any color. The introduction of the black is opposite the green. That's red showing up. This is the engulfing candle. So anytime you see it in the market, and I know you understand what it means now. Let's go a little further. Wow, our time is fast spent. There's something called hammer candles, candlesticks. They are very popular, and that's what I show you. One of it is what I show you in the last chart. This is the second most important candles, either bullish or bearish. They are doing the same job. Anytime you see them on the chart, depending on which side they are, hammer, they will hammer you. And they also show you the sign of what the market is about to do. So what is happening here on the bullish hammer? Here, can you see? It can be in red color. It can be during the selling period. What is happening is that market started selling all the way down, and suddenly Elon Musk, Trump friends, Forex, they came and put money here. They are going against the market and begin to buy. Despite that this candle is red, what this candle is telling me is that I push the price that should have closed here. This price should have closed here. They push it all the way. They almost even take out all the profit that these people have made. Push it up. It's an introduction of buyer into the market. When you see it like this in green too, it's an introduction of buyers into the market. And then the bearish one is that this market was actually there. It wants to sell. However, price move all the way up, and the sellers get into it and they started pushing it down. They push it down. They push it down all the way down. In the market that is buying, they bought all the way up. The introduction of the sellers started pushing this market down all the way down. Now note, hammer does not matter if it closes as a bull bullish or bearish. Get that clearly. Whether it's showing in green color or in red color does not really matter. What matters is understanding the concept that it is what is used for a reversal. So let me say that again. Market is currently selling. When you see the hammer, the bullish hammer rejecting the sell, buyers are coming into it. Whether the candle has changed to green or not does not count. The fact that it's rejecting opposite way is telling you these sellers are they are becoming weak and new buyers are getting it. If you see it when market is what do you call buying, and you see this rejection happen, whether the candle is still in green color or a red color, hey bro, sis, sellers are coming. Be watchful and then take action. All right, let me show you example, typical example. This is a 1 hour time frame. When you get on your trading view, you will also see this. Go ahead and take a look at this. This market on the 1 hour, for the last 1 hour, market has been going on and all that. Then got here. Also take this blue as green in your head. Take the blue as green in your head, and the black as the red. Don't get confused with that. Somebody needs to mute his or her mic because I'm getting feedback now. All right, thank you. Yeah, market is now taking over. But before it took over, it's because of the colored whatever that I put. That's why you're not seeing it. There was a rejection up here on the 1 hour candle that shows that these guys, there are no enough buyers here to keep buying. And when market rejected, he switched here. Remember, when the market closed, he still tried to push it up, but there was a rejection of the sellers. And the moment they took over, they started selling. That hammer that happened there, that knocked it down first, was the first sign. That first sign is called a confluence. Now imagine that I'm seeing this sign. When I have marked areas the zones I want to sell, if I see on my zone a hammer that is happening. So take example, I want to sell and I see a bearish hammer there. I am number one, a bearish hammer is a confluence. Number two, market is in my selling zone. Number three, is he retesting it now? Absolutely yes. Then I have 3 confluences already. I am ready to take a decision. I see what the market did there. Sold all the way. Same thing happened here. Can you see the indecision candle that I mentioned to you? Let me explain this to you. See here. Market started buying here. Market started buying here. And this is the last. This is 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. The first sign here was the sign of the bearish hammer. Can you see it here? It's in blue color, meaning that it's in green color according to our analysis. Show me that hammer is here. Hey, the buyers are exhausted. Buyers are exhausted. Then the next thing the market printed, it printed indecision candle. This indecision candle also further tells me that if the buyers are the one in charge, sellers are now here and they are now fighting the buyers. They are now fighting the buyers. You are not allowing to go up. You are no more than this. We will not allow you to increase this price. You are not more. In fact, you are cheaper than this. And the conversation will be going. I can't buy you more than this. No, I cannot place such a price on you. You should go down. Can you see? After the hammer, the indecision candle. Number 2 confluences. Number 3 confluences, I want to see an engulfing candle. Can you see this guy? It's the engulfing candle. It came, boom, push it all the way down. Then I will be taking this straight from here. The next candle is printing. Another hammer, bearish hammer, that is showing me, telling me now that yes, we are ready to sell. and I will place my stop loss. Take a look. I'll place my stop loss on the last week, because market can still come and retest all this area that has not retested before going down. Most especially when they want to manipulate. When you get to SMC, you understand what I'm saying. You see this big candle that you see is the presence of the big guys. After they done all this fight, they enter into it. I wait after that engulfing candle and get into the market, place my stop loss, and then allow the market to run. I see how the market flow all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Sir, let me show you another engulfing candle here. Can you see this small one? See this big blue? It's an engulfing candle because it engulfed the entire candles that you have here. I hope it's making sense. Take another look at another hammer here. Look at it here. Market was selling all the way down. Got to this point, printed us a bullish hammer, telling us that, hey guys, I am here. The big guys are here.
You are muted, sir.
I can't hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
So I think somebody muted all. Hey, Israel, Baba Ibeji, you okay? Admin, guys, don't mute all. Oh. Just let them mute themselves because I don't even know where I stop now. Did you hear me about this engulfing candle that I showed you? That this candle engulfed the smaller one. You got that part? Awesome.
Yes, sir.
And I said that this introduced this new hammer, this bullish hammer, introduces us to a change of all of this seller exactly here. As this guy was selling, if you look at this 1 hour in a lower time frame, you'll just be seeing red all the way on the chart. That's why we always say that the lower time frame has a lot of noise. We go to the higher time frame to see what the market is really doing. We pattern our trade and our bias towards what the higher time frame wants to do until the lower time frame begins to speak to the higher time frame. Then we get into it. Introduces the hammer here. He began to buy, pull back, show us the hammer again, and you see how the market went all the way up. All right, let me just take 2 more slides and I'm going to stop. It's almost 9 o'clock. I showed you the normal candle. This should not be new to you again. This is the wick, this is the body, this is a wick. The way it is, what it means is that buyers are they are the owners here. All these fat places you are seeing is because the buyers are here. Same thing when you see this is the what do you call it? The sellers that are in charge. I told you about the neutral candle, which is the indecision candle between buyers and sellers. All this one that you are seeing that is pushed down are the work of the sellers. They push it to shrink it. However, all the ones underneath it are the work of the buyers. They push it all the way until the candle came to close here. Opposite it, flip it. All this that are coming down like this is the role of the sellers. All these are the role of the buyers. And then they ended up here. Here, they don't have a decision yet, but it speaks volume to us. So how do you interpret this? When you are in a market that is buying, I begin to see a lot of indecision candle like this. What is saying that buyers are being exhausted in that market. And when you are on a downtrend, you are selling and selling and selling, and then you are beginning to see this neutral candle. What it's saying is that sellers are now being overpowered by the buyers, and then you want to look out for the next candles that are being printed. Is it going to be a bullish, what do you call it, bullish hammer, or is a bearish candle that is being printed? Then you begin to take your decision. Let me show you one more chart before we go tonight, and then I will give you like a screenshot of different candle patterns that we have. Take a look at this, the neutral candle. Can you see this that I put in this gray color? Indecision candle. You are playing and playing and playing. It's not ready to go up, it's not ready to come down. They did all that for 4 hours. If I go to the lower time frame, you will see that it's so messy. That's why they will tell you market is not moving. It's just constant there. There's no point trading. However, when he finished their decision, look at this. Introduces this blue represent green, but this is now what the sellers push it back.
How is it? How was school today?
All right, please. School was fine today. Mute your mic. School was fine. She was blessed. She was blessed. I'm assuming. God bless you, Lord ABC. God bless you. Okay, so after the indecision, a rejection came. Hard rejection came from the top. You see, the reason why you are looking at as if it's so small is because we are talking about 4 hours. If we go to a lower time frame, you will see the big rejection that happens. And when that rejection happens, it's telling us, it's a confluence that is telling us that we are ready now to sell. And then you see how the market began to sell all the way. And then see, when they were selling, they were in charge. And then soon enough, indecision candle setting. No seller, no buyer. They were just there. All right, there's still one more person that the mic is not muted. Please, guys, let's mute our mic. Please, let's mute our mic. Check and mute your mic, please. Fumilayo, please mute your mic. Fumilayo, please mute your mic. Christiana too, mute your mic. They are telling me those whose mic are on. Please mute your mic. Thank you. Now take a look at this. If we count this, that's why you find out that there is a lot of foolish traders in the market. They are ignorant. They don't know what is going on. How can you be in this market for how many days? That's why you will see some people, they walk away that they are not trading because the market is not doing anything. Why? Because market is not moving. Indecision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 multiplied by 4. That's number of days that this market is not moving. Then after, and then what market, when we get to liquidity, when coach will take us on Thursday on liquidity, what market is doing here is taking the money of buyer, taking the money of seller, is gathering liquidity. And then what we will trade is what we call a breakout. Is a strategy under the price action. What we are waiting for, where will this place break to? Is it breaking up or is it breaking down? The moment we see the breakout, we join the breakout. If it's buying, we will join the buy. If it's selling, we sell. Some people in this market, that's the only strategy they have. That's why when you look at the chart, you'll be wondering, why did they sell? Why did they buy? Their strategy is called breakout. They can name it anything. All they'll be looking for on the chart, where is the market consolidating? Which pair is consolidating? They will mark it. You see this box that I drew, this rectangular box that I drew, they will mark the resistance and the support. The below is what is called support. The top is what is called resistance. That's where the highest price and the lowest price. And they will be waiting. They will set their alarm on the top and set the alarm on the bottom. The moment the market breaks out, they get into the trade. But the question is, what if the market reverses immediately? Somebody's mic is not muted. Please tell me the name of the person. Tell me the name. Please type the name of that person. I don't want to leave the page. Tech, TJ Tech. TJ Tech. This man is my person.
Yeah.
Mute your mic, sir. Eshegon. Also Jerry, mute your mic. Thank you. Some people will just come and trade the breakout. It works, so, but it's not a disciplined way of trading. We also trade breakout, but we must see that that breakout is happening in the area of our bias. before we continue to go that direction. So, and you see, can you see that? Look at this area, this white area. Between this candle and this candle, there was even no candle printed. That's how powerful the buyers got in. Market flew all the way. Now, this place that was not printed, you may see it on your chart. It happens most time over the night and all of that. We call it gap in the market. You see, as this guy will go up, it doesn't matter how many months.
So the
How
slide has
many?
disappeared.
My slide has not disappeared though. Mute your mic. It has not. Guys, let somebody else confirm to me. As this, because I'm looking at the slide on the another
No,
device.
it has
It has
not
not. It has
disappeared.
not.
All right, thank you. Thank you. So it doesn't matter how many days or how many months this candle will always come back to this gap. That's another strategy I want to show you today. Anytime you see anything like this on your chart that market has not come back or printed to, just draw a rectangular whatever on it. Go there, draw a rectangular, draw it all the way to the future, because when market is coming back, market will react. Market must feel that place. Whether it's 1 day, 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever time it takes the market, it will always come there. And some people have become a master of it. When they see it, they stay and be looking for area to take a decision. This is how they say you beat the market in some certain area. It's one of the secrets that I'm showing you today. Now, don't come and tell me that, Pastor, you are the one that said there is a gap there and another. Market, when it's coming back there to feel it, you must have a strategy around it, because market can come and feel the whole place. He will feel it and keep going down because he must feel it. Now, you don't get into such market when there are no zone around it. So what I'm saying is that there must be a zone. Are you buying? Are you selling? There must be a zone around it. But it's just pointing you to a place you need to pay attention to. And I never go into a trade without knowing where I'm placing my stop loss. Because if you are doing that, then you are ready to lose money. There must be always, you say you enter a trade and you just leave it. That's why all of you who are still trading with demo, we don't have feelings yet. When you are using your money, that's why everybody that is with me, I did allow them use a demo. Because I know if they are using a demo, they will be wasting my time and they will be wasting their own time. The day they get to use their live account and lose money, they will want to, they will cry. So start with your money and start the discipline early. It's good. I've told you, if you go and blow your account, you are the one. If you go and over what do you call it? I can't be on a trade and call out 5 trades and you win 4. And then after winning 4, you now go and over risk on the 5 and lose all the whole 4 that you have made. It's your foolishness. So that's why you have to be disciplined. You must treat this. Some of you have gone to university for 5 years, 6 years to become who you are today. And you want to come into Forex, and then you want to start putting all your resources on a single trade. Does not make sense. When you have opportunity of taking 5, 10 trades, let's even say you have risked 5% of your account. If you risk 5% of your account, it means that you have to lose the trade how many times? 10 times to lose that account. So you have to respect the market so that the market can respect you. If you are here because you just want to quickly make 20 times, thank you, Jerry. Thank you, 20 times before you lose it. If you risk 10%, it means that you have to lose 10 times today. If you risk 20%, it's only 5 times. What is law? You see, the higher risk you take, the higher you are close to you blowing your account. So when I preach, take it easy, take it easy. Some of you, if you make $100 every day for the next 6 months, all the prayer points you've been praying, you will not pray them again. To make just $100 every day, $100 times 5 is $500. 5 times how many? 20 days. That's $500 every week. Every, what do you call it? Every month become $2,000. 2 months, $4,000. 3 months, $6,000. In 6 months, $12,000. God help you. Some of you, God will help you to even come to church. Because you now say that, what am I doing there in church? What are they doing in church? Some of you will not fast again, sir. Maybe God even know those things. That's why He's keeping you. So that you can build your faith well. So that when you have money, money will not be controlling you. Do you know the true discipline about money? When you have capacity to do something and you don't exercise that authority, that's to show how disciplined you are. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I can't get to a store now and say because I have capacity to buy a crate of Coke, I want to drink the entire Coke. Does not make sense. But that's how many of us behave. Once we have one small change like this, everything change. Who is this person? Who is this person? Who is this person? We are recording. Who is this person? You are going to give these guys a lot of work to edit this. Let me call out this person. Oluwafemi, mute your mic. Oluwafemi, mute your mic. Did you just join us? Oluwafemi, mute your mic. Let me look for him. We are done because this is a stretch of 1 hour 20 minutes already. So let me stop here. I'm going to stop here with this. I will send you the samples of candles that you can see. That's why you need to be part. That's why you need to be. Hold on, guys. Let me go and remove this person. Let me remove this person. Let me remove this person. It will make me go off this. It will make me go off this. Why? Why do you want me to do this? Why?
He has muted himself, sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you, ma. So let me finish up with the Doji candle. Very simple. Very simple. Doji candles are also signals to trend reversals. They are the ones that showed us that market is about to reverse. So remember the neutral candle that I showed you. This is the neutral doji that you can see. Look at it. Saying that, oh, sellers are fighting with buyers. Oh, sellers are fighting with buyers. Buyers are fighting with sellers. That's the doji. Can you see? There's what they call long leg doji. That's the one reversing sharply. So in this particular analysis, market started selling down, all the way down, and the buyers introduced themselves and push it back, push it all the way back up. And then look at this dragonfly doji. Look at it. Market sold all the way. This candle was fat before, but before this candle closes, it reverses all the prices. And then we have gravestone doji. This is in the case of showing you that market was buying from this bottom, was going all the way up, and sellers came. And so this is where to map it. Gravestone doji speaks to reversals for sellers, introduction of sellers into the market. White dragonfly, leg long fly are introductions of buyers in the market. Now, let me ask you a question. When you see a gravestone doji in the market, is it a reversal for sell or buy? Put it in the comment section. I want to know if you got it. If you see a gravestone, Doji in the market, is the reversal for what? Sell or buy? Is there any buyer there? All right, awesome. Sell, reversal for sell, reversal for sell. And I've shown you those examples. It's reversal for sales in the market. And when you see a dragonfly, it's telling you there is introductions of buyers in the market. I'm going to post this one up on the chat group. These are different kind of candlestick patterns you will see. Like I said, it has nothing for you to go and memorize or anything like that. It's not necessary for you to memorize it. It's not necessary, but just have a look at it. What is important are the things I'm showing you, and it can help change your life. So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to stop here. In my own next class, I'll do justice to show you. If you have gotten value tonight on this call, if this worth your time, and you begin to have seemingly some understanding into how trading works, understanding some of these things, let me type value in that comment section. Let me see if you have gotten value tonight. It looks like this thing is not making sense to you. Gradually put value there. Put value there. I want to see the comment section. Put value there before we go tonight. Awesome. So guys, it's a good night from me tonight. I need to go now. This will be recorded, and we'll be able to give a replay back to everybody, so that any part you miss during the course of the teaching, you can always come back to it. Thursday, 7:30 is another time. We'll be looking at liquidity. I know these are pieces of information you are getting, but I'm sure that by the time you are done on the 12 sessions, you'll be more confident about Forex trading. Thank you so much, guys, tonight. This is good night from me, and I'm signing out. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you.